Desert skies have long looked down on travelers who, like patriarchs of old, gaze back into the night sky, trying to visualize the promises made to them by an eternal God. Promise of a future, promise of provision, wisdom, and guidance.
I'll never get tired of this. Feels like you can reach out and touch them. The Big Dipper, the Pointer Stars, Polaris, the North Star, Orion, the Great Hunter, ready to slip below the horizon. It's amazing. That night must have looked just like this. Somehow, in the midst of all these points of light, someone saw something different.
Am I the only one to notice? There, it stands. It shines. All the heavens move past on their journey to the dawn, yet you alone stand fixed against the sky. You're unlike any of the stars Melchior taught us to name and know. Aldebaran in Taurus the Bold, Antares, Red Heart of Scorpio, Betelgeuse in Orion. But who are you? By what name should men call you?
God, if you're really up there, really care like you say you do, man, I can look at the night sky and not think about Miss Carlisle. Remember him? His A-plus science project, little Kenny, with his own telescope? Tell me, was what happened to him some kind of cosmic mistake? All I know is, a long time ago, the story says guys a lot smarter than me stared up at these same stars and claimed you gave him guidance. And after the last few months, I'm not sure about anything anymore. In a few weeks, my tour ends, and I ship out to go back home. I have no idea what I'm going to say to anyone about anything, especially Mrs. Carlisle. The hardest part's going to be that last 20 feet of sidewalk up to her door.
You've done well, my young Morcaii. Very well indeed.
Melchior, all I did was point out that one star didn't move with the others.
The eyes of the young prove far more observant than those accustomed to candlelight and manuscript.
How does it stand still when all the other stars sweep across from dusk to dawn? Even the sun and moon must journey, but that one star...
That one star stands out on the horizon, as if to say, come.
So you're sure of the prophecies, then?
As sure as one can be when comparing the writings of the ancient. It foretells something important.
Balthazar thinks it's the star of the king. He and Caspar actually want to go into the west. He wants to leave here with no more ideas.
I intend to journey as well.
You? You're
Too old? You think adventures are only for the young? I've waited all my life for something like this.
You'd leave your home and your position. And...
My position. Someone filled my position long before me. And I'm sure there's others standing in line waiting to take my place if we don't return.
We?
You don't think you're going to let your tutor travel alone, do you?
We don't even know where we're going.
We have a destination. There's our guidepost, and if the prophecies prove true, Jerusalem it is. A star shall come forth from Jacob, a scepter shall rise from Israel. You may be looking at the star of the King of the Jews, our true King.
It's easy to forget.
Forget what? That our ancestors failed not to return with Ezra and Nehemiah? No matter their decision, we are still sons of a land that we have never seen, and the star of our new king now beckons. When the God of our father Abraham calls, how can we not listen? It hangs there, unmoving in the heavens. A summons painted in light across the desert sky. We must obey. We must go. We leave tomorrow evening. Be ready.
God of my fathers, God that speaks with light that pierces the darkness of night.
Even though I fear the journey, I have no idea what to do,
where I'll go,
what I believe. Even when I don't understand, I must go. On a night of such uncertainty,
Underneath the sky of mystery,
with an awful lake
a
inside.
thousand questions in my mind. A journey starts that takes me far from home.
Across the distance into the unknown.
Looking high above, searching for a sign.
Looking deep within and searching far behind. I want to know what is real, what's true,
And what the next step brings.
longing, praying for a clue.
Searching for a key.
Across the centuries, the same soldiers that served their nations in time of war occasionally become inadvertent tourists in places they serve, even in the nations of the great Asian deserts.
You are now standing on the remains of what is believed to be a late Babylonian era ziggurat-doober thing.
Ziggurat.
What you said. It is on a zucchini similar to this that the alleged astrologer known as the Magi,
Magi.
magpies, first saw the astronomical phenomenon.
Ooh, 5 syllables. I'm impressed.
Huh?
Astronomical. Big word.
You do remember I outrank you?
What you said.
The astronomical phenomenon that would later be known as the Bethlehem Star. Do you still believe in all this stuff?
What? This is the actual place that the...
No, the whole church thing. Shepherds, angels. baby in a manger, magpies.
Magi?
Gotcha. But you know what I'm saying. After all we've seen, after all we've lost.
You taking some kind of online counseling, GI Therapy 101 or something?
Nah, FedEx wouldn't deliver the couch. Something about location being too dangerous. But back to you. You'll be home in time for Christmas. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just say the past events of the few months have made me question lots of things.
There is not a soldier anywhere who hasn't questioned their intelligence. Me, my moment came early, after that first meal at boot camp.
This is more than what was I thinking when I first enlisted.
Oh, you're talking the big stuff.
Yeah, Jess, I am. Questions only God can answer if he's really there and cares like they say he does.
God-sized questions. Personally, I've never been much of a big picture person, but that should be obvious. I'm here, and I outrank you.
Well, I guess it all comes down to Kenny. I mean, why him? He was the one person in our outfit with the plan. You could tell he had purpose. He was going somewhere. In an instant, everything changed. Now, how am I supposed to look into the eyes of my best friend's mom and say, sorry, it wasn't me. The Sikh student who never owned a telescope survived, while your son happened to be standing in the wrong place. I mean, Jess, he died, and he just laid there face down in the streets, and I walked away without a scratch.
Benj, I'm sorry.
How fair is that? Did God miss? Did Kenny catch the shrapnel that was meant for me?
The Carlyles, they've had time to think about it.
They've had time to come up with the questions I can't answer. Questions I'm not even sure have an answer.
Benjamin, once I looked at Kenny, and you for the matter, and thought, there are two guys who have hope, even in a place like this.
Yeah, look at it. Hot, dry, dusty. I'm not sure there's ever been any hope in this place.
High above the
close, aren't you? How many more shopping days is it till Christmas?
Well, it's not my timing. Some clerk in Baghdad with an air conditioner far better than the one I sleep under finally typed in the name Benjamin Harrison to his computer. That talked to another computer somewhere in Europe. That computer talked to the big one in DC, and bottom line, I'm on a commercial flight flying standby. Soon I'll be sitting in a marvel of modern aviation technology next to some 300-pound guy in a desert designer robe straight out of Ben-Hur.
Lovely.
In the interest of international relations, I'll give him my undersalted peanuts. The honey roasted ones will stay a little closer to home.
Still worried about Kenny's family?
Can't get him out of my mind. He was smart, but such a goofball. His mother still directs the children's choir. And a long time ago, it seems there was a certain 5-year-old named Kenny who sang way too loud, was always a little off-key, and kept getting into trouble. For some reason, his mother got drafted to direct the choir. Red-headed kids never catch a break.
Did his mom make him the star of the show?
Are you kidding? Whether she planned it or not, he was the show, no matter where she put him. Shepherd, wise man, angel, sheep.
Sheep?
Red-haired sheep were very popular in Bible times. Didn't they teach you anything in Sabbath school?
I must have probably slept in that day.
Yeah, people at church always ended up talking about Kenny. Even through middle school and high school, he'd always show up somewhere in the nativity scene. You'd see all these children in their really cute Bible outfits, and there's one red-haired goofball in a bathrobe standing behind them. It's a small church. Kenny and the stable got to be one of our Christmas traditions.
The kids didn't mind?
Are you kidding? They wanted him to be there. He loved kids. Over here, he was always the first guy out of the Hummer to walk up to a kid on the street and offer him a stick of gum or a piece of candy or something. He was down on one knee talking to a little girl.
Benj, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay, Jess. I'd rather remember my red-haired friend and his Bible bathrobe outfit than what's left of the soldier on the street. The coward who set off that homemade bomb didn't even care he took out a kid along with Kenny.
His mom, are you going to be able to talk with her?
Who else can? Jess, you ever prayed? I'm not hearing anything from God. And to be honest, after what I've seen, I have to wonder if he hears anything.
I'd like to think he does.
Well, I've been asking God to give me answers to a lot of questions. They don't seem to be answering me.
Well, it's disappeared. Do you see it?
You're asking these old eyes?
Well, if it truly heralded a king.
If? If? Is the word if even found in the vocabulary of faith?
It was there, unmoving in the heavens. God revealed its meaning. Now we travel in search of a king.
What do you say to a king?
Wise
Man
man
once said, let the words be few in the presence of a king. Our presence will say more than flowery words that evaporate even as you speak them.
I'm afraid I'll look like a fool.
God has called us. He'll protect us. He sent a star to summon us. It is but a small thing for him to give speech to our stuttering tongues.
The unexpected, the unanticipated, the unknown.